So welcome to Destiny, of course. I've got a few things I need to get off my chest, so if you can all get... Alright, now that fall is out of the way, it's time to start talking about what I wanted to talk about. Ladies and... Are you...
I look at what's in front of me, don't focus on the other things. I know that if I'm struggling, that only leads to a drop for me. And I want to need something that could challenge me. Build up all my calluses, push through all the callousness. Becoming reckless, I'm ambitious and I'm restless, yeah. Was an apprentice but possessed a different engine. So I asked a lot of questions and I learned a lot of lessons, yeah. Got different weapons and I worked on my direction, yeah. We gon' hide through the flame, we gon' die with a name. We gon' fight through the pain, we gon' rise again.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Firstly, watch your language. That's rude. Secondly, consider how I turned last week, and everybody loved it. Don't you think it'd be a bit beneficial for us both if I had a second chance?
All you've ever done is cause this company problems. With Ghoul, with your alcohol abuse, and countless other reckless acts that you've been a part of. You think you can walk your way back in here?
I think I do. I think the only problem you have with it is how I'll take the spotlight away from you and your misfits. How about, if you don't want me to join so badly, you put me against an opponent of your choosing next week, and if I win, I get to stay.
You know what? Because of this bastard Clive thinking he can gatecrash as well, I've got a plan. Both of you unsigned, talentless wrestlers can face each other next week right here at Destiny. The winner will get a contract at either Mayhem, Warzone or Crash Course. Now get the fuck out of my arena.
Sure, just don't be pissed when I sign that contract.
Alright then, a little bit of a weird start of course, but welcome to Destiny with Dealt with Crusher Clive. Look, I wanted to get a few things off my chest. I'll find another time to do it. God damn it, the opener is about to start. We do not have time tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, everyone in between, I hope you lot are doing well, and welcome to the second episode of Destiny. A kind of pre-season episode, if you will. The season 1 of Destiny starts just after Unmistaken. And we're obviously only just 1 week away from Recurrence pay-per-view, an anniversary show, and I'm going to get a few cards booked There may not be a match card out yet, but we're working on one. Julia Santos taking a walk down to the ring in a fatal 4-way ladder match, a contract match. I'm doing a tournament at the moment, finding new SCW World Women's Champion contender after Undertaken. We watched Skylar go against Ariella last week, and Skylar got her place in that tournament. Now we have 4 newer wrestlers. They're going to be fighting for the same thing. Don't think I've seen this last before. Hayley Sparks looks a little bit... Hang on. Oh! Jesus Christ. Green Goblin. Expect Spider-Man to come out. Save the day. I mean, look, I think it's her debut show, so give her an entrance. Fair play. I understand it's someone's help. But we're not going to say that. I like the hat, it's actually very stylish. So here we are then, 4 women apparently have walked in. I only remember seeing... Oh yeah, all 4 are in, that is correct, yeah. 100%, so here we go. This is going to be a ladder match, that SCW contract standing on top right there. And I'll tell you what, that contract possesses something very, very important for one of these 4 superstars. All they have to do is reach the top and break that little, you know, lock. Look, you know, in normal wrestling, they just have to unchain it. We have a little mini game here at SCW. A little technology booster. Something the real world counterparts can't just pull off like us. Anyway, Julia in the corner, Amy Angus and Chris Dean were fighting. This is the first time I've pulled a few of these people's fights, Chris Dean and Hayley, so I do apologise if I make a few fumbles and pull the wrong people. But I'm sure we'll be good. Julia Santos, Amy Angus, of course, more recognised in this industry. So far, lovely suplex there. Landing straight on the ladder as well was Christine. Looked very painful indeed. And Christine going to take advantage. Amy Angus, I was going to say, was sort of in the wrong place at the right time, if you will. Blocking the ladder from going up in the middle. And ladder in the corner now. Lovely move there from... we're looking at... Oh, hang on. Amy Angus has got Hayley. So Hayley is the one with the purplish hair, I guess we can argue right now. And Christine is the black-haired. Rocking a little bit of a Priscilla look. If you remember Priscilla from 2K22. Gonna move the ladder. Put it back in place. Just make sure it's, you know, in the right... You've got to have those right angles. It's all about those angles, like a woman taking a selfie. You've got to get those angles correct. Look at these punches here from Christine. Absolutely brutal. And that is Christine. Christine, Hayley is the one with the purple. We're going to remember this. Come on, god damn it. This ain't my first rodeo. Hang on. Count them down. Julia Santos here, hitting 5. Going to go 6. She's going to make it all the way to 10 double digits there. Brutal, absolutely brutal. And we've got a few ladders teased around the arena. Julia Santos, though, looking for an opportunity here. And actually could take it right now because everyone else is bloody distracted. Amy Angus going to get involved, but she's holding on to that SCW briefcase to no avail. She is now hanging on for dear life, and it's going to be a powerbomb straight to the canvas. Hayley taking no prisoners. Amy Angus, obviously. The woman from Aberdeen. Relation to Gus. The Gussington Invitational Royal Rumble coming up at Undertaken. We have bodies outside of the ring. Or body outside of the ring. Now Christine has woke herself back up. Going to take Hayley over to the corner, I think. Nasty ground and pound here from Julia Santos. Absolutely going in at the moment. Julia on that danger zone. Relaxing. We're going to have a double? I thought we was going to have a double-decker. A stagecoach. Imagine the scenes. Amy Angus now, though, got the ladder in play. And no one really looking to stop her at the moment. Everyone opting for the outside. Is Amy Angus going to do the heist of the century right now? We're going to have Christine sort of wake up, get involved. But you're going to have to do more than that. Make the climb, Christine. I'll tell you what, Amy Angus has nearly done it here. In very early succession, but unfortunately to no avail. Both women on the ladder. This is where it gets dangerous. I don't want to see any injuries, god damn it. Julia Santos heading inside of the ring. Amy Angus and Christine, and Amy Angus throws Christine off. Gotta be a 10-foot drop. And now Amy Angus onto the ladder. Jesus Christ, you can hear the spine. Brutal here from Julia Santos, taking control of the inside of the ring and has the opportunity now to put that ladder in place and potentially make the climb to change her career. Not quite done yet though on Amy Angus, as Julia Santos feels like more work needs to be permitted to keep this woman down. And we're going to be watching Hayley outside of the ring with Christine while keeping a keen eye on Julia making the climb up. There's not much in the minigame left. There's one or two little knots that she may have to untie. Just one potentially. It could be right here. It could be right now for Julia Santos, and it is. Massive W for her tonight in this opener, and fair play to her. Probably not who I had on my betting card, I gotta say. Congratulations nonetheless, and moving forwards in this tournament. I think they're friends. But next week, Julia Santos, Skylar, the tournament starts. Unmistaken, a 2-night pay-per-view full, hands-on camera angle, 7 championship fights, 16 fights back with their own stories, all fights recorded through Edit Camera, the Hall of Fame, a Gussington Invitational Battle Royale, male and female world championships on the line. We have Smokey and Tony in the second matchup, looking for a... Oh, hang on! A bit of shade! A bit of shade here from Smokey. Showing no love. God damn it, let's get this one underway then. Smokey and Tony in singles competition tonight. A little bit cheeky there from Smokey. Obviously the current SCW Women's Tag Champion. She beat Tony Rose for the championship. Like I say, no match that I make on this card is by mistake. I know that there's some animosity between these two. Who will walk out the better woman tonight though? Tony Rose kind of needing a win. Kind of needing some independence, I suppose. She used to run with Shane a lot. Used to run with Jazz a lot, hanging with the best in the business, but has she proven that she is even in the same league as those superstars? We need to see more from Tony herself. Obviously, she has had the Crash Course Championship alongside Chloe Miyu EK. A little bit of a rivalry that they had back then on the first season of Crash Course. Now, a lot of people asking about the draft. The draft will be coming up in this show. We're going to have quite a few rounds being announced. It was originally going to be at the beginning of the show, but Crusher Clive and Jaden Lyons, I guess the job centre's closed today. They had nothing to do. Suplex there from Women's Tag Team Champion Smokey Davidson. Smokey started off in Crash Course as well, and not been here too long, but definitely had quite a successful reign so far. A few matches that will stay in the memory of our viewers for a long time, and including this one, I'm sure. I mean, the disrespect with the handshake, avoiding the handshake, sort of mocking Tony at the beginning of this match. Both women outside of the ring at the moment though. Into that announcer's table in front of me. I'm going to stand up with my boys, even though they don't commentate. That's a Spanish and German commentator next to me. Tony walking around, no weapons in this match, please. Just a one-on-one, thank you. Good old Marcus, the referee. Look at the strength here from Tony. Quite impressed, really. Kicked in the midsection. Smokey going to take Tony. She's going to start just banging her head against the canvas. I thought she was going to go for a few punches, but interesting strategy. Not one that I would opt for, but I'm sure it's one that works. Hang on. Nasty slapping coming. I like the hair of Smokey. It sort of represents Mayhem, very fiery. Destiny is being upgraded, like I said. Obviously, this is pre-season. The official Destiny Arena is in the works at the moment. It's looking very special indeed, very intergalactic. I do say so myself. Look like we're in a whole different planet when we drop in the new Destiny Arena. Oh, lovely move there from Tony Rose. Has had to mute my camera while I mute my microphone. Whilst the classic cold that only comes when I commentate has started making its way over. Look at Marcus trying to control the situation, get both of these women back in the ring. I almost call them divas, Jesus Christ. The worst name that wrestling ever came up with. Tony Rose in the ring, Smokey Davidson with a nasty punch. Smokey on top at the moment, and she has to be really as a champion. We need to see some single dominance from Smokey, really. Ivy, obviously, the other partner. Previously Alice, but Alice has gone back to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, unfortunately, so there's just no chance we can have her anymore. Lovely bulldog there from Tony Rose. Going to go for the cover on Smokey Davidson. It's going to be a 1, it's going to be a 2, but it's not going to be enough. Frustration there from the previous women's tag team champion. And it's almost like you've got what I want. You know, Tony obviously wants that, and I don't know if she has the star power to be going for the World Championship herself. I mean, a Tony versus Jazz match, we already saw it last week. Jazz got the better of Tony, and I think most people in the audience would have expected it. Smokey now going to go for the pin on Tony Rose. We're going to have a 2 count here, but a kick out just after the 2. Tony not going to give up that quickly. Understandable. Has a lot to fight for at the moment, Tony Rose. Smokey, though, fired up. Tony going to get out of that situation. Fireman's carry, going to go spinning. Drop to the leg. Surprised I didn't bust Smokey open. Really got the 3 count, but not enough. Tony Rose looking for some punches. Didn't work. Smokey going to take Tony over to the ropes now. Oh, I thought Marcus, yeah, it looked like Marcus was going to get in the way for a second, but luckily he didn't. Very fast-paced springboard drop kick, beautiful. Connected, lovely. You can see Tony trying to go for something, but it's just taking her too much time. Smokey the other side, Predator on prey, but Tony Rose getting out of it. Looking for the corner, but a lovely suplex there. Top rope now with Smokey. Going to ask Tony up to her feet. Tony answering. Smokey going to go for the cover, try and put this to bed. No, not quite. Going to be that lovely, we love that one, the back heel to the face. Kick right there to the kidneys. Now Smokey just going in with a little bit of a combo. Tony in the corner. Oh, look out, right into the gut. May not have been the gut, I just didn't really want to call where that was. You know what I mean. Tony there, face planting the canvas. I was going to say Skylar. Smokey with a pin here. It's going to be a 3 count then. Smokey Davidson picking up the W against Tony Rose. Bit of a quick. It was a good match. I like commentating it. It was a good match. Smokey obviously picking up the W. Sort of needed to after that disrespectful handshake. and already disappeared. Getting into the third match very, very quickly. Draft will be coming up just after this, and Jazz Shawbridge. She's got the cannons! Jesus Christ, I only just noticed! Blast them! It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Where the hell's your championship, goddammit? Where's Spice? What's going on here? The first time I think I've ever seen Jazz without a championship in my life. You're alright there, love. Left it at home. Got those Elfias going again. You know, look, it's sort of like an old school attire. Knowing my luck, I probably was meant to use this for recurrence, but I used it early. It's okay. Probably why there's no championship, but it's all good. Lorelei is coming out as her teammate. An interesting team here. They were in Kingdom, so it made sense. Make it make sense, I did make it make sense until Kingdom collapsed. People ask me why I don't trust in Valor. Because of the same reason I don't trust in Kingdom. I don't trust in triple, quadruple, dozen, fucking century quad. I don't trust in any of them. Anyway, second team, Gemma 4. We saw Gemma with a nasty attack on Lorelei last week. Lorelei just wanted a lovely, refreshing can of C4. I think she was going for the lemon lime flavour. And unfortunately, Gemma 4th, the Pyro, came in and absolutely interrupted. But this match is an interesting one. Gemma 4th obviously has a bit of history, as we know now. C4 history with Lorelei. And you're going to be living under a rock if you didn't know about the history of Chloe, Miyu, EK, and Jazz Shawbridge. Chloe, holy hell, what? What do you mean SCW Women's Champion? Why are you giving her the graphics? What's going on here? Chloe stealing the championship, and I'm surprised Jazz isn't sprinting down the ramp right now, acting very professional. I mean, the graffiti. We only have one championship. Do you know how much that's going to cost me? Chloe, for goodness sake, you wear a hat while you wrestle. You bloody bastard. Anyway, here we go. Very. Is she? I thought she was going to go for the short bridge lock then. Very interesting way to start this matchup. You'd think it would be the two people that didn't like each other facing, but you know, wrestling likes to tease us. We're going to put the two people that don't really have history going against each other at first. Gemma 4th, obviously first time in ring. We saw her last week brutally attack Lorelei, the alien. And I'll tell you what, Lorelei did phone home after those injuries. Gemma 4th working the arm of Jazz Shawbridge, women's champion. That's what I think. Is she women's champion? Yes, she is. She just didn't walk out of it at the moment. Oh, going to take her over to Chloe. Give us it early. Oh, nasty punch there from Chloe. Why is she wearing a goddamn hat? Well, I've realised they've both gone back. Jazz and Chloe, both rocking like old school attires. Are these meant to be for the pay-per-view? If it is, I'm extremely sorry. Maybe I've made a bit of an error. But it's okay. No, I didn't. No, look, just shut up. I can't believe she walked out with the goddamn championship. Wow, that just costs so much money to try and get rid of that EK. That's not coming out of my paper. It's not coming out of goals either. It's coming out of the EK fund, I'll tell you that much. Jazz looking for a corner, looking for a way, a place. And look, this is the match that we've got at Unmistaken 2. We've seen it thrown at us so many times in different disguises. The 2 out of 3 falls was the first time we could... Well, I suppose the first time was free falling if we go way back. Jazz and Chloe did fight for the championship. Jazz obviously won. Chloe not happy with that result and demanded more. At that time, there wasn't a great deal of women wrestlers on the roster, so we said, yeah, we'll give you an opportunity. If you beat Jazz 2 out of 3 falls, you can get a title match. She'd done that at the last ever Warfare, the original women's show. She made that happen. Gonna have a tag team here, nice. Jazz gonna go top rope here. This looks... Oh, hang on. Lorelei's going to send Jazz. Jesus Christ. Beautiful tag team display there. But yeah, Chloe won the 2 out of 3 falls match, earned her shot for another title. And I just thought, you know what? Let's build on it. Let's not book it next week. Let's not book it at Raising the Stakes. We were going to book it at Raising the Stakes originally, but Jazz obviously demanded a 5-woman, 60-minute Iron Survivor fight, and the fact she walked away as champion still, I think it says it all. I think it says it all for Chloe and for anyone in the future. You're just worm food. You're just there to make her look even better. Chloe here with some ground and pound. But you know, look, we have to look at the facts, of course, as well. We are going to talk a bit more on this match and the calling of this match in a minute, but just trying to build up the hype as much as possible here. You know, Chloe did win at War Games. Yeah, it was a 3-on-3, but she did get the submission. She got Jazz to tap out. The tag team match that they had previously, Chloe Miyu EK won with her sister. You gotta be senile. You gotta be bitter and senile to sit there and think that Chloe doesn't have a chance at Unmistaken. Pinfall here from Gemma Forth. But I mean, we have to look at what Jazz has done. She's beaten Thunder Rosa, AEW Women's Champion. She's beaten every woman pretty much on the roster, apart from Casey Adams and Warrior Vow. 2 superstars that will certainly be looking. Jazz is going to go for that short bridge lock we talked about earlier. We know how devastating it is. Gemma Forth is in a very dangerous position. It doesn't look like Chloe's going to get involved either, or maybe she is, and Lorelei just sort of, I don't know, acting a bit alien, I suppose, about that situation. Not really resolving it as a human being would. That slap. Jazz going to go for the cover now on Gemma Forth. Not enough though, of course. Chloe Miyu EK going to get in the way. That's the common theme we know about tags, and lovely move, busting, I was going to say busting open Gemma Forth, but we don't bust open women here at SCW for some extremely random reason. Gemma Forth reversal. I'm liking the look of Gemma Forth, looking very promising so far. SCW Destiny. 3rd fight of 4 tonight. We apologise if this show did air a little bit later than originally planned. We are pushing the clock at the moment. Kind of a extremely common theme here at SCW. The one thing we could assure you is, after Unmistaken, there will be none. Jazz is struggling here. But yeah, after Unmistaken, there will be no more delays. We will be on top of our game. I will have all the storage in the world. In the corner, you do not want to be in the corner when Jazz is about. This is what I'm saying. It's like she's always got a finisher stored. Early, late, 15 seconds in the match. There's always one in her arsenal, waiting, pouncing, just desperate for someone to go into the corner to get that unhinged avalanche off, and it connects. Always takes Jazz a minute to find her feet and go for the cover, and I think Chloe's in that perfect angle really to stop that pin. Could have been enough, and probably should have been enough, considering that move has put a lot of people down, dealing with the garbage of Chloe Miyu, tossing her outside, and Jazz and Gemma certainly stealing the thunder at the moment. We're going to have Lorelei back in there. And I'm just surprised that Jazz and Chloe playing ball. Look, I think Jazz, you know, the good girl. Chloe, definitely the bad one. I wouldn't expect Jazz to break away from the ropes and start attacking Chloe right now, but I definitely... second nature to Chloe to be doing that right now. I'm surprised she's behaving. Has not been doing that as of recently. Caused havoc in my office the other day. Smashed up a coffee. You don't break a coffee. And cheese gives you a good old coffee. No, it was a cup of tea actually. PG tips as well, none of that cheap stuff. Yeah, Chemical Kev, poor Chemical Kev was cleaning that for 2 hours straight. Yeah, you know, look, I don't get the hat. She's American, from New Jersey, I believe. Is that what they do? They just wear hats there? Lorelei. Gonna be wanting to get revenge on Gemma Thorpe after this attack that happened last week. A very unsanctioned and random attack. Need to know a little bit more behind it. What is the law? What is the reason? I said more. I mean, Lorelei sort of then going for one of the most stupidest submissions, basically in front of what the hell's just happened here? Ref? Well, I'm guessing something happened. I'm just not 100% sure on what. That's very strange. Alright, well, let's start focusing on the draft, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. Oh, hang on. Before the draft, we've got a little bit of a intermission going on here. Jazz looking to walk out. Hang on, no. Chloe staring like the girl in the ring. I mean, she's in the ring right now, goddammit. Handshake? Oh, hang on. Oh, a punch to the face. Brutal there, and Jazz looks very injured from that nasty punch to the face. We're going to have a chair. Where's Mark came from? I don't know where Mark came from, but he's here. Oh, God, he's nearly going to get it. He managed to get away. It's not worth it. Wait, Warrior foul. What the hell? Warrior foul and Jazz, one of the most notorious feuds going, and she's back to clean house and help Jazz. Whoa. Okay, then it is time to start getting this draft underway, finally. We have ES moving over to Crash Course, as well as, of course, the OG himself, J. O'Grady. And of course, Big Gus gets drafted over to Mayhem. Was there any doubt? I don't know. But what about Addo over at Mayhem? Quite a surprising choice. And talking about surprising, Alex Storm will be working underneath Almir at Mayhem. And then finally for Warzone, Travis White will be going Ghost as well. Quite a surprising choice over at Wednesday. And Sean Miller, the final pick at Warzone for now. Well, there we go then, all the draft picks, or the draft picks that have been announced anyway. A couple more still coming up, of course. Skylar Viper, main event tonight. Big opportunity, obviously got the tournament, or got in the tournament last week against Ariella. We've got Shane as well in the background. The son of the greatest wrestler in the world, of course. Skylar making a very unique way into the ring. Going against Amber Young tonight. I'm interested to see how this one goes. And I may have made a bit of a mistake earlier on in my thinking. I forgot what the main event was, so ignore me when I said Julia will be facing Skylar next week. Julia will indeed be facing Smokey Davidson. No. Julia Santos will be facing Smokey Davidson. Look, the card will be out soon. Amber Young Great wrestler. Haven't watched her. I think she's been over at Crash Course. Interesting attire. Giving me MMA vibes for sure. But a terrifying wrestler, to be honest. First time I have the privilege of calling one of her matches. Wearing a face mask like Jazz, you know, COVID times still exist, I suppose. But here we are, main event. Last few picks of the draft may be coming up after tonight, or after this match. I'm not 100% what draft picks are coming up whilst I'm commentating. As crazy as that sounds, it'll make a lot more sense to the people who know about production. But yeah, look at Shane. What's he doing? Flexing already? Get over yourself. The bro's from Plymouth. You can't flex if you're from Plymouth. Anyway, Skylar rocking a very, very nice attire, it's got to be said. We do love the purple. The good old back. I mean, we're seeing that move from everyone. It's one of the most common moves here at Destiny. Will it soon become the new wrist plus assault? That's what we've got to be wondering. And yeah, is Shane a distraction tonight? We know that Skylar and Shane have became quite fond of each other. Will this be extra pressure for Skylar? She's already in main event, something she's not quite used to. And going against the goddamn Ronda Rousey looking motherfucker. Headbutter. Thought I shouldn't swear then, but I realised it's late in the show, we can swear. We can say what the hell we want. Skylar frustrated after the 1 count, not enough. Amber back up to her feet. And Skylar tossed to the outside. Amber going to join, obviously. DQ is on in this match, having mixed genders ringside. Skylar going to pick up Amber. And Skylar looking for a 2-0 in Destiny at the moment. I believe she was 1-4 over at Crash Course. Quite a piss poor performance, to be honest. Stomping on the arm now of Amber. Obviously a few keen eyes, SCW fans. Obviously not Amber Wright, we're talking Amber Young tonight. Amber Wright, another wrestler in this federation. Skylar looking for some range here. Quite a distance to go jump. Going to call Amber up to her feet. Amber going to answer like always and looking for the drop kick, but didn't work out. Amber moving out of the way and out of harm's way, really. And we do have confirmation just quickly after that attack that happened. A nasty punch, unsanctioned punch from Chloe Mead. Jazz Shawbridge is unfortunately out of action for the next 4 weeks. Hopefully she will recover in time for her fight at Unmistaken 2, and we wish her the best, of course. Amber now, oh, nasty kick to the face there of Skylar, but Skylar no selling, pretty much getting straight back up to her feet. She has to show Valor that she is the woman that can carry that faction over here on Thursday nights. Couple people over at Valor, of course, Desaka, Shane, obviously, given championships like a kid in Toys R Us. So we ain't got to worry about him. Look at this combo here from Skylar. Not done yet. Gonna get Amber up to her feet. Amber now with a kick, with a strike, coming in with those MMA combos that we knew she was going to be good at. Going to go for the cover now on Skylar. Marcus down. Marcus here for some weird ass reason. I mean, he turned up during the attack with Chloe. I'm not sure why. Skylar, I'm not sure what the hell she was doing to the announcer's table then. Calm down, love. Focus on the match in hand. Nasty kick to the face. Skylar, obviously one of the many people here rocking the Scottish flag. Oh, hang on. Amber sending it there. Like I said with the previous MMA, wasn't really expecting her to go diving from the inside to the outside of the ring. Took me by surprise there, fighting on the steel steps. All legal in this matchup. You just cannot use the steel steps as a weapon. You can throw your opponent into them. Of course, that's just environment right there. Still fighting outside of the ring at the moment. Right in front of that Destiny announcer's table. Skylar now going to pick Amber up to her feet. What is the plan from here? Take Amber back into the ring, it seems. And Skylar going to do a little walk around. Maybe have a little word with Shane. See what he recommends at this juncture of the fight, if you will. Juncture, if I was commentating a Formula 1 fight. Formula 1 fight, Formula 1 race. Which is something Cheese also does. If you want to listen to Cheese commentate, then make sure you ask for the F1 Discord. It's really fun. Little plug there. Alright, a little plug, a little self-promo. Ban Cheese from SCW, please. Great from Skylar. Gonna go onto the arm flower of Amber Young. What's Skylar thinking here? It's going to be that Viper lock, I think. We've heard about it, but I'm not sure if that is the Viper lock, to be fair. I can't remember which submission is the Viper lock. I should know this, but I don't. I still get paid the big bucks. £17,000 per word that Cheese says. I pay myself, obviously, as I own the place, unfortunately. There's still a wage. Look at Shane. Look at the parting in his hair. Looks like some man just came... some man just came through with a shaver and was like, yoink, and took a bit of his fringe. You know what I'm saying? Like, was that just me tripping out? He's going to wipe it now, make sure it looks all good. I'm sorry, Shane. I'll stop being short with you, my friend. Skylar now picking Amber up. Look out with that nasty kick. Amber back up to her feet in favour of Skylar, of course, and rinse and repeating. Recycling moves at the moment. We're wanting an incredible main event tonight. A main event that I won't forget. Skylar with Amber. Going for the punch, but Amber getting out of it. Amber sort of needs that second wind. She needs that momentum to shift over to her side. It hasn't really been going her way so far in this matchup. There's no goddamn way we're seeing it. There's no goddamn way. Shane looks just as shocked as I do. Look at the guy in the white t-shirt. Why is he clapping for? What's he clapping for? It's a rich plus assault. You don't clap at a rich plus assault. That's basic rules. Skylar now going to go for the cover on Amber Young. Is it going to be enough? And it is then. Skylar main eventing and picking up a W. Shane going to be happy with that. Valor going to be happy with that. Not the main event I was exactly expecting. I can't lie. I thought it was going to go a little bit more brutal. But hey, the show is a hang on. Okay. Alright. Skylar's saying, come on, she wants all three of them. Jesus Christ, what's going on here? Whoa. Making sure that you do not want to miss the next Destiny. Thank you, Tasty and all the others, for the drama. SCW draft, the last round of tonight. It's time to get to it. Aiden Ace then has moved over to Crash Course. Very interesting choice there from Crash Course for sure. Jay Baker making the move over to Warzone. I'm not sure if he was already at Warzone, may have been, but big moves there from Tim. Ashton Skies over to Mayhem, massive signing for Almir. And if you want to see the rest of the results of the draft, make sure you check out Destiny next week and Recurrence.